Hi Taurus, I'm going to do a quick weekly read for you. Usual 5-card read. Time's getting on, so let's crack on. I'll clarify with the Black Violet Tarot. I'll also do a quick spirit animal card for you as well. But for now, let's get straight into the reading. Crucible, the 8 of Swords, present expectation, present position, present expectation, the Devil, what's unexpected, 3 of Pentacles. Short-term future, the 7 of Pentacles. Long-term future, the King of Swords. Okay, Death card. Wow, there's something going on this week, Taurus. Some quite heavy energy in here. Nothing to worry about, that's why we're here. So we'll talk this through and see what's going on. Let's see if I can't get this all in shot. Move my camera around a little bit. Here we go. Okay, so the first card up is your present position. This is the Crucible card. It's a test that you're being put through, and other people are falling by the wayside. But you're coming through this. It's a tough old test. I'm not going to lie to you. You know, it's going to take all your effort and your tenacity and perseverance, but you can do it. You've got this. Your expectation is you're not good enough. You're not sexy enough. You're not rich enough. You're not tall enough. Your hair's not the right colour. All that kind of nonsense that whispers in your ear. It's just the devil, just trying it on, just ignore it. You're better than that, you're bigger than that, you are good enough. I just say to people all the time, you're good enough. Doesn't have to be anything more than that. The Death card is your energy across the bottom. Sorry, this is Dogfin just nodding off to sleep. He'll be chasing rabbits in a minute, you'll hear that as well. So we got the Death card. This isn't about death, this is about change. And it's about welcoming that change and how sometimes we can be a bit afraid of the change. You don't need to be any of those things. Welcome it with open arms. It's there for a reason. The universe has got your back. The universe is trying to set fire to those cards. So yeah, I think it's a tough part of the week, but it's nothing you can't actually accomplish. You just need to pay attention to the detail, I think. So let's see. Unexpected is there is help out there. This is, I had this today, this came up for me. I get a daily card that comes through every day, and it was this one, and it was a slightly different read. Do you know what? I think I'm just going to pull that up because it might make sense. But yeah, normally the 3 of Pentacles is kind of working together for the greater good. You know, here we've got seeds, soil and water being poured onto grain and oak tree. Oak leaves are knowledge and understanding in tarot. So it's about developing that knowledge and understanding and with other people. So you're not just doing it on your own. Here we go, what they said. Yeah, what's unexpected is after this quite tough bit here, the heading here says it's all going well. Success, you may find that you're now being praised for your achievements, encouraged with your projects and rewarded for your efforts. What started off with the 2 of Pentacles is now coming to fruition with the 3. You should feel extra confident and your self-esteem should be high. Others may start to notice your success and word of your skills and talents may spread. You have made a name for yourself and can now enjoy respect and admiration. So that's really lovely to see that there. So that easily offsets these 2 here. So when you're getting a tough day, just go, do you know, I'm capable of getting through this. When the devil goes, no, you're not, you just turn around and go, yes, I am. And then short-term future, we've got the 7 of Pentacles. 7 of Pentacles is kind of rest after exertion. It's the farmer's got all the crops in. He's filled up the barn. That's good for the whole of the season. He's really chuffed. It's worked really well. Now have a cup of tea and go back out and plough the field and sow the seed and start again. So it's done a great job here. It literally is 6 pentacles are required to pay this bill. You've got 6, you've got 1 extra. That one's going to become more. So it's about knowing you've got the abundant strength, tenacity, willpower to create and generate more wealth, stability, power, and on it goes. Really good to see that here as well. And then your final card is the classic King of Swords, the My Way or the Highway. King of Swords is a no-nonsense character. He has embedded his sword into the ground and it's turning to stone. It's like, I'm going nowhere. You know, the wind's billowing behind him and blowing his cloak and his hair all over the place. Sometimes he's considered heartless, but, you know, he's even done this sort of golden orb in the middle of his chest to go, I'm not heartless, I'm just telling it like it is. You know, swords are very much about speaking the truth. They're about almost being blunt to the point of rudeness, but they're not mean. It's not mischief making. They're just telling you the truth. You know, the King of Swords goes, you're fat, you're bald, and you go, yeah, thanks very much for pointing that out. But, you know, whereas other people go, that jumper looks a bit snug on you. The King of Swords goes, that's because he's fat. You know, and you're a bit like, maybe temper that a little bit, which is why he's got this Crown of Swords, because it's to remind himself now and again that, yeah, maybe he does need to temper that brusque, kind of acid tongue, slightly waspish behaviour. But ultimately, you're not trying to do anybody down with this. You're just telling the truth. You're just being authentic. Just being Taurus. You know, just keep doing what you're doing. So let's clarify these cards on top, and then we'll do your little spirit animal and see what that comes out with. The Hermit on top of this. Obviously, this is the test, and the Hermit asks you to go away and think about that. You know, how did you do in the test? Literally, when people take a test and they get 80 out of 100, personally, I'd be overjoyed with 80. Someone else, my wife, would be massively disappointed with 80 out of 100. She's disappointed with 99 out of 100. But that's just people's personality. The Hermit is about some soul searching and looking inside yourself. Very often, the answer we're looking for is inside us all the time. Certainly against the devil. Wow, look at that. On top of the devil, you get the Sun, best card in the deck. That's just literally kicked the devil's ass. What I would say is, if you've come to this reading because you're feeling a bit nervous about next week, or a little bit down, or unsettled, that's where the devil enjoys, you know, that's when the devil does its best work, when you're feeling that way. Sun comes out and just burns it all away, literally blinds the devil. Devil shrivels up, disappears. Great card on top of that. Nothing to worry about next week, Taurus. Ace of Swords, yeah, brand new start with, and this is a light bulb moment. This is the, okay, if people are seeing my skill set and appreciating my efforts and my skills and talents, and word about me is spreading, I'm going to use that as this springboard to the next thing. I've got a great idea. That's the phrase. I've got a great idea. The Two of Wands, we talked about this from the three, didn't we? So the Three of Wands is all that, you know, what you put in place with the two. What's it got here? The affiliations that formed in the Two of Pentacles. So what you put in place on the two is now turning into the three, which is giving you this great idea here. Two also talks about, you know, you might think you've got the world in your hands, and you may have, but even if you're doing really well, there is so much more you can learn, so much more you can do, so much better you can be. Yeah. So while the devil is trying to go, you're not good enough, and you're going, I am good enough. You are good enough, but you could be even better. And then we have the Nine of Pentacles, very similar to the Seven, and it moves on from, you know, the 7 to the 8 to the Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles is a woman who is, or you know, we don't attach gender to tarot cards, but someone with, you know, strong feminine energy, or a woman, is basically, you know, is one of these people who's very comfortable in her own skin. She's very comfortable in her own wealth. She's very comfortable looking in the mirror. You know the mirror Aries said in Harry Potter, where the happiest man in the world would only see a reflection of themselves. That's this card here. You know, she doesn't need any more. She's got plenty of money. She's got it all here. It's all growing. Plenty of abundance, plenty of power, plenty of happiness. And she knows that she can share, you know, the classic, you can't pour from an empty cup. Her cup is always overflowing because she just keeps giving and giving and giving, knowing that she can create more abundance. This is a really lovely reading, Taurus. Yeah, I'd happily be Taurian next week. We'll just finish with, I've shuffled these already, we'll just turn this over. Mouse spirit, tend to the small things. That's just, it literally, I mean, the great thing about these cards is the animal and the phrase really knit together really nicely. So you might be ignoring the crumbs on the floor, but the mouse is looking at those as a banquet. So make sure you see the bigger picture, see it for what it is, and tend to the small things. Small things become big things, don't they? So look after the small stuff, look after the pennies, and the pennies will turn into pounds or dollars. Yeah. Say something nice to your partner, your other half today, and it'll be paid back. Yeah. Build and build and build. And you've got that 9, so you continue to do it. Have a lovely week, Taurus. You're in for a really nice one. Tend to the small things. I'll see you next time. Take care.